Have you ever watched your dog racing around the house, bouncing off the walls, or barking at absolutely nothing? It's like they have an endless supply of energy, right? But imagine, just for a second, that same dog, so full of life, suddenly shifts from total chaos to complete calm, in just a matter of seconds. Sounds impossible? Well, it's not. There's a little-known trick that's actually approved by vets and has been proven to work wonders on even the most energetic pups. And the best part? It's backed by science. So stick around, because we're about to reveal the method that could change the way you handle your dog's hyper moments forever. Section 1. Why do dogs get anxious or hyperactive? Let's take a moment to understand why dogs act the way they do when they're anxious or hyper. You've probably seen it yourself. Your dog goes from calm to full-on zoom eyes as soon as you grab your keys, or they might even start shaking or pacing when a storm rolls in. Well, dogs experience stress and excitement in ways that can be more overwhelming than we realize, and it all stems from their instincts, their environment, and even their past experiences. There are a few key reasons why they might act out, and understanding these can help us figure out how to calm them down. First up is separation anxiety. You might have noticed your dog acting out whenever you leave the house. That's because dogs are incredibly social animals. They're pack creatures at heart. So, when they're left alone, they can feel like they're losing their pack, which causes panic. It's like they're experiencing a mini crisis every time you step out the door. Then, there's overstimulation. Imagine walking into a crowded room full of loud noises, bright lights, and all sorts of smells. That's what the world can feel like for your dog sometimes. Too many sights, sounds, or smells at once can trigger a sensory overload, causing your dog to react in hyperactive ways. Their brain's trying to process everything, and it can quickly become overwhelming. Lack of exercise is another big one. Just like us, dogs have pent up energy, and if that energy doesn't have an outlet, it can build up and lead to hyperactivity. A lack of physical activity can leave them with all that energy and nowhere to release it, leading to an excess of excitement or anxiety. Fear triggers are also common. Things like thunderstorms, fireworks, or even a vacuum cleaner can send some dogs into a tailspin of panic. Their hearing is far more sensitive than ours, and what might seem like a harmless sound to us could be terrifying for them. And lastly, poor training or inconsistent routines. Dogs are creatures of habit. They thrive on predictability. If their environment or routine is unpredictable, they can become anxious, not knowing what to expect next. This can cause confusion and stress, making them act out even more. Now, I want to hear from you. Does your dog have any strange anxiety triggers? Is there something that sets them off every time? Drop a comment below and share your stories. I'd love to hear what you've experienced with your own pups. Section 2. The secret technique that calms dogs instantly. Now, let's dive into the technique that's been changing the way vets approach canine anxiety: pressure therapy. This method has been gaining massive popularity, and for good reason. It's a simple yet powerful way to calm your dog down almost instantly. You might be familiar with how weighted blankets work for humans, providing a comforting, gentle pressure that signals the body to relax. Well, pressure therapy for dogs works in much the same way, offering them a sense of calm and security when they're feeling anxious or hyperactive. Here's how it works. First, you want to wrap your dog in a snug-fitting fabric or, even better, a specially designed anxiety vest. These vests are made to fit just right, creating a soft, even pressure across their body, which helps to soothe their nervous system. It's a little like giving your dog a big, gentle hug, one that makes them feel safe and secure. Next, you apply gentle pressure to the chest and shoulders. These areas are key for providing the most calming effect. The pressure encourages the release of calming hormones like oxytocin. Think of it as the feel-good hormone that helps reduce anxiety and stress. It's similar to how a parent might gently rub a child's back when they're upset. And while you're applying that pressure, it's important to use slow, controlled strokes, and speak to your dog in a calm, soothing voice. This combination of physical comfort and verbal reassurance works wonders to relax their mind and body. But don't just take my word for it, let me tell you about a real-life example. Meet Bella, a high-energy border collie who used to bark nonstop every time a storm rolled in. Her owner was desperate to find a solution, and after hearing about pressure therapy, they decided to give it a try. They used an anxiety wrap that fit Bella perfectly, applied gentle pressure to her chest, and spoke calmly to her as the storm raged on outside. And what happened next? Within minutes, Bella went from pacing nervously to laying down and settling into a peaceful nap. No more barking, no more anxious energy, just calm and tranquility. So, if you've got a dog who gets overwhelmed by storms, separation, or just has a bit too much energy, this could be the game changer you've been looking for. Section 3. Other proven methods to calm your dog. Now that you know the magic of pressure therapy, let's explore a few more proven methods that can instantly bring peace to your dog, no matter how hyper or anxious they are. These techniques are all vet recommended and backed by science, so you can rest easy knowing you're giving your pup the best care possible. First up is classical music and white noise. Believe it or not, studies have shown that classical music can reduce canine stress by a staggering 65%. Certain songs, especially those with a slow tempo and soft tones, have a calming effect on dogs. It's not just about the melody either. White noise, like the sound of a fan or a white noise machine, can help drown out sudden, jarring noises like fireworks or thunderstorms. Try playing some classical music or white noise the next time your dog seems stressed, it could make a world of difference. Next, let's talk about scent therapy. Scents have a powerful impact on our emotions, and dogs are no exception. The right scents can have an incredibly calming effect on your dog's nervous system. Lavender and chamomile are two scents known to reduce anxiety. You can use essential oils, just make sure they're pet safe, or even try a dog-safe lavender spray on their bed or collar. It's a simple, natural way to help your dog unwind. Chewing and licking also play a huge role in calming dogs. It's no surprise, chewing and licking activate the same calming processes in dogs as they do in humans. This is why so many dogs love to chew on toys or lick treats. A frozen peanut butter cone, for example, not only gives your dog a tasty treat but also keeps them occupied and relaxed as they focus on getting to the good stuff. It's an easy way to keep them busy while lowering stress at the same time. Now, let's talk about slow, controlled movements. Your dog is incredibly tuned into your energy, so when you stay calm and move slowly, your dog will often mirror your behavior. If you're rushing around or feeling anxious, your dog will pick up on that and become more stressed themselves. Instead, take a few deep breaths, slow down your movements, and approach your dog in a calm and gentle manner. It might seem simple, but it can make a huge difference. Finally, one of the most effective and quick methods to calm your dog is the 5-second ear rub. Gently massaging the base of your dog's ears releases endorphins, which are natural mood elevators. It's a fast way to help your dog relax, and it's an easy way to show them affection while soothing their nerves. So, how about you? Have you tried any of these methods with your dog? Maybe you found your pup responds better to music or a good ear rub? I'd love to hear about your experiences. Drop a comment below and share which calming techniques have worked wonders for you and your dog. Section 4: When to seek professional help. While these calming techniques are highly effective for many dogs, there are times when anxiety can go beyond what you can manage on your own. If your dog's anxiety seems extreme or doesn't improve with the methods we've discussed so far, it might be time to seek professional help. It's important to recognize that chronic stress and anxiety can have serious impacts on your dog's health, both mentally and physically, just like it does in humans. If you've been trying different strategies, and your dog's anxiety remains intense, or if they're becoming more aggressive, destructive, or fearful, these are clear signs that professional guidance is needed. Some dogs may have deep-seated trauma or a medical condition that's contributing to their anxiety, and it's crucial to address the root cause of the issue, rather than just managing the symptoms. A vet or a certified professional dog trainer can provide you with a tailored plan to address your dog's specific needs. When we think about professional help, it's important to consider both veterinary care and behavioral training. Let's break this down. First, let's talk about visiting a veterinarian. If you've tried various techniques and your dog still seems stressed all the time, there may be an underlying medical condition contributing to their anxiety. Conditions like hypothyroidism, pain, or even gastrointestinal issues can manifest as anxiety or hyperactivity. A vet can perform a thorough examination, including blood work, and rule out any medical causes for the behavior. In some cases, they may even recommend medications to help regulate your dog's stress levels, but this is typically done in conjunction with behavioral therapy for the best results. Medication isn't always the first line of treatment, but if your dog's anxiety is severe enough to impact their daily life, it may be necessary to use it temporarily to help stabilize their behavior while they learn coping mechanisms through training. Dogs, just like humans, can benefit from medication in extreme cases, helping them feel more comfortable and less anxious. However, medication should always be considered as part of a larger treatment plan that includes behavioral training and environmental modifications. Now, let's talk about behavioral training. While veterinary care addresses the physical and medical side of things, working with a professional dog trainer or a certified canine behaviorist can help your dog learn how to cope with their anxiety in healthy, manageable ways. If your dog's anxiety is rooted in fear, separation anxiety, or environmental triggers like loud noises or crowds, a professional trainer will be able to help you develop a structured plan to reduce those stressors. A professional dog trainer can teach your dog specific skills, like how to remain calm during stressful situations, or how to focus on tasks rather than becoming fixated on their fears. In cases of separation anxiety, a trainer might use desensitization techniques, which involve gradually getting your dog used to being alone for short periods of time, slowly increasing the duration. Over time, they'll learn that being alone doesn't have to be scary or stressful. For more severe cases, such as generalized anxiety or extreme phobias, a behaviorist might be needed. These experts have advanced training in understanding the underlying psychological and emotional triggers that cause anxiety in dogs. They can create a highly individualized plan for your dog's needs, using methods such as positive reinforcement, counter-conditioning, and behavior modification. When seeking help from a trainer or behaviorist, it's important to ensure they are certified and experienced. Positive reinforcement techniques are always the best approach. Avoid trainers who use punishment-based methods, as they can worsen anxiety or lead to behavioral issues. Beyond the behavioral side of things, it's also important to consider environmental factors. If your dog's anxiety is linked to certain triggers, like loud noises, being left alone, or specific situations, working with a professional will help you identify what those triggers are. They can also advise you on how to modify your home environment to minimize anxiety, whether that's creating a calm, quiet space for your dog to retreat to, or managing their exposure to certain stressors. For example, some dogs may benefit from a quiet room with a cozy bed, where they can retreat when feeling overwhelmed. Others may need a set routine that includes daily walks, playtime, and consistent interaction with their family members. Chronic stress and anxiety can take a toll on your dog's health over time. Just like us, dogs can develop physical symptoms as a result of ongoing anxiety. Conditions like gastrointestinal upset, skin conditions, and even cardiovascular issues can arise from prolonged stress. So, it's crucial to address anxiety as soon as possible to prevent it from becoming a larger, more complex health problem. If you notice any of the following signs, it's time to consider reaching out to a professional. Persistent destructive behavior. If your dog is constantly chewing things, tearing up furniture, or digging destructively, this may be a sign of deeper anxiety. Excessive barking or whining. While some barking is normal, excessive vocalization that continues for long periods of time can indicate anxiety. Changes in appetite or digestion. Stress can lead to gastrointestinal issues, such as vomiting, diarrhea, or a lack of appetite. Physical symptoms, trembling, excessive panting, and drooling are signs of extreme anxiety. Aggressive behavior. Anxiety can lead some dogs to lash out. If your dog has become more aggressive, it's important to address the root of their stress with professional help. Increased avoidance or fear. If your dog is suddenly more fearful of everyday situations, like walks or meeting new people, or if they're hiding or avoiding contact, it's a red flag that they might need specialized help. While it's normal for dogs to experience occasional anxiety, chronic or severe anxiety can lead to long-term emotional and physical problems. Seeking help from a vet or a professional trainer isn't a sign of failure, it's a proactive step to ensure your dog gets the best care possible and can live a happy, calm life. If you're unsure about whether your dog's anxiety requires professional attention, don't hesitate to consult your vet. They can guide you through the best course of action and, if necessary, refer you to a behavioral specialist. In the end, your dog's well-being is worth the investment of time, patience, and expert care. So, if you're struggling with your dog's anxiety, remember, you're not alone. There are resources and experts out there who can help. And your dog, whether they're a nervous pup or a high-energy ball of excitement, deserves the best chance at finding peace and balance. And that's a wrap on today's video. We've covered a lot of ground on how to calm your dog in an instant, using methods that are not only effective but also backed by science and veterinary approval. I hope you found some valuable tips and techniques that will help your pup feel more relaxed and at ease. Remember, every dog is different, so it may take a bit of trial and error to find what works best for your furry friend, but don't worry, patience is key. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more helpful tips and tricks for your pet. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, give your dog a little extra love from me today. See you next time.